My name's Mr. Monty. Welcome back to Lesson 8 of the 2020 series. 20 lessons of 20 minutes apiece for 20 days in preparation for the college placement exam at the community colleges here in Spokane. If we remember back in Lesson 7, we started to talk about factoring and simplifying. So the next couple of lessons we're actually going to work on simplifying expressions. So today our objective is to I can simplify an expression. Today's expression that we're going to simplify is two different fractions. Well, in order to simplify fractions, we have to use what's called lowest common denominator, or the LCD. When we see the first two fractions here, x squared plus 6 all over 2x and x over 3. The first thing I'm going to do is actually put a bracket around each fraction. We need to find the lowest common denominator between these two. Well, one of the quickest ways is to just multiply those two times each other. 3 times 2x and we get 6x. In order to make both fractions have the same denominator, we can multiply by 1. Watch this. We need 6x. So I'm going to write a 6x here. This is our goal. Well, over here, we're missing a 3. So I'm going to multiply top and bottom by 3 over 3. We know that 3 over 3 is the same as 1. So we actually haven't changed the value of that expression or that fraction. When we multiply by 3 over 3, it's still 1. Let's do that real quick. Distribute the 3. We'll have 3x squared. 3 times 6, we'll get 18. In the bottom, distribute 6x. Now this one, we're missing a 2x. So let's multiply top and bottom by 2x. 2x over 2x is the same as 1. So if we multiply this fraction by 2x over 2x, we haven't really changed it. Distribute. We'll get 2x squared all over 6x. Now we have the same denominator. We can add the two fractions. Adding them together, we have like terms. 5x squared plus 18 all over 6x. Now it said to simplify. Let's just check and see if there's anything else we can do here. The factors of 5 are 1 times 5. Factors of 18. 1, a 2, a 3, 6, 9, 18. Nothing but the 1. I think we've solved it. We'll erase those. And our final answer, (5x squared plus 18) all over 6x. Lowest common denominator is what was needed to simplify that expression. Now, if that was confusing, I'm going to step back a second and actually just go to a simple numerical fraction. 1/9 plus 1/4. If we remember back, lowest common denominator, in order to add two fractions, we have to have the same denominator. Again, let's just keep it simple. So the first thing I do is I'm going to put parentheses around both of those fractions. And then we need to find the lowest common denominator. The quickest way, 4 times 9. Well, if our goal is to have 36, well, this one's missing a 4 over 4. This one's missing 9 over 9. So in order to find the lowest common denominator, multiply the two denominators that are there, 4 times 9, and then replace or multiply this fraction by 4 over 4, which is just 1, 9 over 9, again, just 1. So we're changing the look, but not the actual value. Distribute. We have 4 over 9 plus 9 over 36. Whoops. I didn't distribute that. 4 times 9 is 36. Okay, and our final answer, now that we have the same denominator, we can add the fractions. We'll have 4 plus 9, which is 13, all over 36. Let's check and see if we can simplify. 13 is a prime number. 1 and 13 are the factors of 13. Neither one of those goes into 36. So our final answer here, 13 over 36. Well, that completes lesson 8. But before we finish, let's just think back to our original objective. I can simplify an expression. Well, simplify can mean a lot of different things. In today's example, it was the LCD. We needed the lowest common denominator in order to add two fractions. The uglier the fraction, slow down, put some parentheses around it, just study the denominator, and try to find out what the common denominator is. Then multiply by that missing part over itself, which is just a value of 1. And if you're still having troubles, think of it as just numerical fractions. A lot simpler version to help find the common denominator so we can add it together. So today I can simplify finding the lowest common denominator and make this fraction more usable. We did that. So that finishes lesson 8. We'll see you next time for lesson 9.